Hey everyone, welcome to a LEGO Harry Potter set review. Today I will be covering the final challenge and placing the set in front of my custom backdrop. This will be my very first Harry Potter speed build and review because my other Harry Potter uploads have been comparisons. Now that I've finished building the minifigures, let's move on to the main portion of the set. The final challenge only has 60 pieces, and because of that, I wanted to do something a little bit different for my speed build edit. Normally, I just speed up my footage and rearrange clips based on how the set is built. However, this set is small enough that I can clip every single piece and remove my hands from being in the footage. I'll be doing this for sets that are under a couple hundred pieces, but anything more would become too tedious for my editing. If you have any thoughts or suggestions on that, please let me know in the comments. Here we are with the completed set. This is 4702, the final challenge, released in 2001. The first included minifigure is Harry James Potter wearing his Gryffindor robes. This version of Harry is currently worth about $275 used or $675 in new condition. The second and final minifigure is Professor Quirrell. This is both the first version of Professor Quirrell and the very first appearance of Lord Voldemort. His figure is currently worth about $925 used or $2475 in new condition. Now that we've covered the minifigures, let's take a closer look at the build of the set. At the top is a black owl, along with another one of the sand green four-sided roof pieces. Both sides of the set, as well as the front, have archways above, which create better play accessibility. Both of the front columns hold a torch, which is a very prominent feature for the early Harry Potter sets. On the front side is a dark gray spider web connected by two different hinges. This allows the web to be flipped down, revealing a neon orange poisonous spider. At the back side is the first version of the Mirror of Erised, which comes with a very cool lenticular sticker. The back of the set is not very detailed, however there is a bat statue under a small archway. Hiding behind the Mirror of Erised is the Sorcerer's Stone. With the magic of the mirror, or in this case spinning it around, Harry can retrieve the stone, which Professor Quirrell is attempting to steal. That doesn't end well for Quirrell or Voldemort. Now, let's move on to how this set connects with the rest of the castle. If you also have the Forbidden Corridor and the Chamber of the Wing Keys, all three sets can be combined together. If you haven't seen my comparisons for the other two sets, please feel free to check those out. I will be leaving a link for both up above. I briefly showed this in my wizard chest comparison, but here is my favorite combination for all three of the sets. You do have to flip around one torch for this to work, however I personally think this looks more accurate for the layout. As usual, I created a custom backdrop for my set, which represents the fire-blocked stairway that leads down to the Mirror of Erised. I also created a backdrop stand, which I will now be referring to as my backdrop frames. The left and right sides represent stone pillars and create a nice border for the backdrop itself. This wasn't meant to be a very complicated frame because I was focusing mainly on getting the lighting effect of the fire. I did, however, utilize two stickered pieces from the newer Dumbledore's office. Without further ado, here is my custom backdrop and 4702, the final challenge, under some warm lighting. My first option was placing the build in the center of the backdrop and both minifigures on each side of my backdrop frame. Although the mirror is supposed to be in the middle of the room, This undeniably covers up most of my backdrop. This option leaves the flames and the center uncovered, which I feel was very important to this particular scene. I still haven't finished my edit for my final challenge rebuild, so I'll be uploading that this upcoming Friday. Please consider leaving a like and/or subscribing to help my channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.